What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of No Client Agent Privilege, aka No Cap Podcast. Your boy Evan, your boy Will. We are back under the Tiki Hut for another episode. Damn, we are in the swing of all sports now. I mean, everything is cooking. I mean, now we've got playoff baseball, hockey's first night is tonight. You got preseason basketball, NBA already starting. I mean, this is, and obviously football and college football are already in full swing. So, first puck drop was tonight. Can the Panthers obviously do what very few have ever done and go for the three-peat? I don't know if it's ever been done in NHL.
Okay. In the early 80s, the Islanders did it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm sure all those fans are still living in that.
Oh, yeah. You know how good we used to be?
Yeah.
You know how great the Islanders used to be?
And then their stints with or their tilts, I should say, with the Lightning in the early 2020s.
Yeah, true. They did have a solid team up there.
But it's going to be tough for the Panthers because they're missing Alex Barkov for probably the whole season.
Basically, yeah.
And then Kachuk is going to be out until at least December.
Yeah.
So, you combine those two, but they did, your boy Zito. They brought back a lot of.
He did. I mean, he did what he tried to fill those voids. Like, he did a very good job, like finding some of the guys that can come in and to say that they could fill those voids is also no shot at how important they were in the season last year. But Zito doing the best he could to find and cap and all that in the NHL. I got to give it to the GMs of NHL because it is one of those things where your cap is probably the worst of them all, and you got to be able to find those guys when injuries like this happen to your best players and your top players and stuff like that, to find guys that are in a price range that you can get them on the team. That's half the battle right there. So
yeah, for sure. And other than that, there's the same teams are kind of to watch. The Stars are strong. They just got a new coach. The Golden Knights added Mitch Marner from the Maple Leafs, who is a great scorer. So that might be interesting to see.
Yeah,
they've already won 2 championships.
Yeah,
the Golden Knights. So for them to try to vie at a third one already in their
5 years or whatever.
Since 2017, I think they've been around.
Yeah.
So
going on not even 10 years.
Because they made it in the inaugural season. I don't think they won.
No, I don't think they did either.
I can't, but I know the next year, one of those 2 first years they won.
They did win, yes, for sure. So, I agree with that. I just can't remember off the top of my head.
And then even though Carolina couldn't, the whole thing about them not being able to win a playoff game.
Right.
I think that they finally did this past postseason, but they added some new players and were able to keep some of their old players, even though smaller market for hockey. It's kind of harder to keep those players there.
For sure.
I'm trying to think. Those are really the front runners.
You still got the Oilers,
Vegas stuff. Yeah, the Oilers too. That's a great one.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be tough sledding to three-peat. I mean, it's always tough sledding to three-peat.
Oilers did their thing too with their acquisitions.
Right.
McDavid took a team-friendly deal.
2
years, $25 million. Well, it really is team-friendly if you look at it because the percentage of the contract is the same as what Sidney Crosby was doing with the Penguins in the 2010s. So it is, even though the money is higher now, it's still the same percentage of cap.
And that's how you when you talk like what Zito does, that's basically how he plays it out, is percentages of cap versus how much physical money is being spent on per player because they have to buy in. So good on the Oilers to pitch that to McDavid to say, hey, look, this is why we do it this way. Let's try and go back and get there again. And this time, the Panthers are wounded, something to that extent to like keep him focused on not the money. So, which not to say he was, but just in generally speaking, the opportunity to go actually beat the Panthers again for the 3rd time and actually take them. So.
And then Florida has 2 outdoor hockey games this year.
Where are we at? Here?
I'm pretty sure. Let me look this up for you.
It'd be very impressive if we could keep ice from not melting down here.
unless it's just the Panthers. I heard something about outdoor games in hockey
I mean,
in
we could.
Florida. So yeah, the Winter Classic is going to be in Miami, and then
How the
the Stadium Series is going to be in Tampa. So yeah, the Panthers are hosting the Rangers at the Marlins Park.
Oh, Marlins. Okay, that makes more sense.
Cover. Okay,
'cause
yeah.
you can put the.
It's still like kind of
I know
outside.
it is outside
And
because you
then
can take the
the
roof.
Lightning are hosting the Bruins at Raymond James.
Well, there's
So
no
no
roof
roof
there, so yeah, you ain't got a roof there. So
I think they just
that'll
keep it
be
cold from the bottom.
shit.
It's an experiment.
But nobody realizes this. Like true hockey fans know this, but a rink is so small compared to even a basketball court.
Much smaller.
Like and say to put it in Raymond J, a football stadium. I don't know.
They put it inside. They've done.
I know they've done baseball. Yeah, baseball. But baseball, you're just putting it.
I feel like the football stadium would be better because of the arrangement of the seats. Because it's not as spread out. You see what I mean? It's one. It kind of follows the same
versus a
structure
baseball. I
as a
agree.
ring,
It's better
like
than a baseball.
Yeah.
I'm just saying from a size
I
perspective.
never understood the baseball stadium for the rink. I think football stadium is better.
the design of a baseball stadium
and you
makes
could put
no
seats,
sense.
kind of closer. Like if you could try to get some sort of risers to.
Well, my idea would be to actually raise the rink. Like where your field is, raise it up so it's like you could add. So you don't have to necessarily add seats to the floor, like to the field. All you have to do is literally put the rink, raise that up, and then you can just sell your regular seats for Raymond J at the regular stadium size. But again, I don't really know. I'd have to see it because in a football stadium, I don't think they've ever done it in a football stadium. I mean, maybe they have, but I just haven't recognized it or haven't realized it. So yeah, so interesting. That's a cool fact, though. I did not realize Miami was going to be doing that. So that could be pretty cool on that end, and just to see, hockey in Florida is growing, which is a hilarious statement in and of itself. So that will be pretty cool to see. And again, in South Florida, where people probably be in tank tops and shirts, no matter.
Ohio State did it.
Ooh, that's pretty cool. Okay. Oh, last year? Okay, so that was the first year they did in a football stadium, so that would. Okay, that makes sense. No, they're trying to expand.
And then it says the NHL is going to construct a tent on the field at Raymond James. Oh, maybe just to leading up to it.
Okay, all right, we'll have to see how that one plays. I'm very interested to see how the Raymond J one goes.
It's the first time in league history that
very interested to see how that goes.
An outdoor
professional
game,
and in Florida too, like Ohio.
Sure, yeah.
Like Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, any of those, Canada. You could have an outdoor game, no problem. That's easy. They do that shit for a living. And you have some people drill. You could go have a little Eskimo drill for ice fish while you're out there. That's just natural up there. So it's like, I don't know, Florida. I guess that's why not try it? And if we got the technology to get it done, let's do it. So
absolutely.
And now you talk about a little bit of baseball since we're in the hunt for Red October here. We're trying to close it down and see who can make it. I'm honestly
not be the Yankees.
I don't think it's going to be the Cubs either at this point.
No.
I thought I had high faith to the Cubs to beat the Brewers.
Nah.
They're cranking them out. Yeah. They have the last two games now.
The Cubs put together a nice season after some relatively down seasons.
Yeah.
The Brewers just look really sharp all year.
They're crushing. This whole playoff series.
The Mariners as well looked sharp all year, and they were able to win their first playoff game in 24 years.
That's a crazy stat.
Is a win in and of itself, but I think that they're hungry for more, and I think they're going to get.
They got a team to get it done, so it's like if they don't get it done, it's like it's on
especially
them.
Against a good Tigers team, but
I mean Tigers did Tigers just have momentum right now. That's really what Tigers aren't really a great team. They're a good team. But they are riding that momentum wave right now. So it's really great to see that Detroit's able to kind of keep riding that wave. But we'll see how that turns in, because one of the big thing is Seattle can hit. So it's like, can defense truly get you to a championship? So this is a good testament to that statement that we've
especially nowadays when it's like the home runs are just.
You got the hitters. You got the hitters out
home
there
runs
now.
like all over the place all the time.
Yep.
It's not really exactly how it used to be 10, 15, 20 years ago.
Well,
it's exciting
before the Barry Bonds and all
Right,
that. Yeah. That decade of gap of those guys retiring,
Mhm.
and then all the pitching battles and blah blah blah, whatever boring baseball that was.
The Dodgers and the Blue Jays are my picks to make it to the World Series.
Okay.
I
Do
think
you have a winner out of that, or you just
the Dodgers.
you think the Dodgers?
Yeah, I think the Dodgers.
You think Dodgers?
They with if you add in Ohtani's pitching and the fact that they're also using their starters in the bullpen.
Yep.
Which
how many games do you think
for a reason? This is the bullpen. They had a good bullpen last year.
Right, they did.
Starters weren't performing, and they were injured.
Right. They did have like what two aces down last year, something like that.
I forget his first name, but I think Sasaki, his last name is one of their pitchers.
I know you're talking about.
Really had a nice resurgence and is honestly really helping their efforts on the pitching side of things.
But how many games does Shohei actually pitch? He's only pitched.
He doesn't need to, is what it is. That's that, but it adds to the help. It adds to the depth. Is what I'm saying.
Okay,
just
having him available to go warm up. Yeah. So, all right, I can see where you're leaning with that, with regard to the depth of having.
But he would only start.
Right, you can only start him. Yeah, because you couldn't if he's playing.
If he's playing,
how's he gonna get to the bullpen and warm up? You can't sub him out and then sub him back in and then get the. I mean, unless you're ballsy enough to play down a man, like I don't know if that's legal in the MLB, but
I got no
go warm up.
Exactly.
Like go warm up. We'll play 2 innings without. We'll play a half an inning without you.
So
that'd be a crazy.
Yeah.
It's like a penalty box. Like you got him gone for 2 minutes. Like got to warm up. Like
or they could set up maybe like when the bullpens weren't around the outfield.
Just set him up
for him.
Yeah, just do the same thing like some other bullpens have that it's actually like on the side and everything. That would be interesting.
But yeah,
we'll see.
The Blue Jays and the Dodgers are who
the Blue Jays look good right now. Vlad Jr. He looks like Dad used to look.
Yeah,
it's interesting to see how Toronto's done. So I mean, they did have a good season. They really did help. They stayed healthy most of it. I think I kind of agree with you. Toronto and LA to the World Series. The only one I could see maybe making the issue is the Mariners, like just because they're so hot right now. I mean, again, has the Mariners been there in a while? No, but they between them if they go to the AL championships, that'll be a battle right there. Those two hitters.
That's probably what it's going to be.
I think so.
Well, I think their series is tied. The Seattle series is tied right now. Ooh, shit!
What?
I don't even know what that is. It keeps sticking to me. It's tied 1 game apiece. It was like a bug or something.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're playing right now. I think. What today is Tuesday. So
Tuesday.
They
are playing.
It's tied 1-1 right now. But yeah, let's just see what progresses, and probably by the time the World Series comes around, we'll have more to talk about.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
The Dodgers.
I think I agree with you on that one. So it'll be interesting. I think the series themselves are all very intriguing. Like I think the Cubs have enough firepower to keep it interesting and take it to 5 games, but being down 0-2 with the pitching that they've had is a very scary sight for Chicago. So. Right now,
even more pressure on the pitchers.
Yeah, exactly, and that's where they're really faulting anyway. So it'll be interesting to see how the Cubs can handle it, if they can handle it.
For sure.
And then again, even just how hot Detroit is, Mariners, will that momentum keep them going as hot as they are? And, it'll be interesting. So let's see what happens, and we'll kind of go from here, and see in the next couple weeks exactly where we're going.
So. We do have basketball starting up. Obviously, It's a little bit staggered.
Yep.
But their preseason just is getting into swing.
Yep.
Not really to talk about much there, besides kind of Wemby was cleared to play this season. So
because that blood clot, right?
Yeah. So does that make the Spurs playoff contenders? You think they're going to be there at the end? Play in at least, I think.
Play in for sure. Contenders, yeah, I'll give it to them. I mean, I think Wemby is finally starting to learn how dominant he can be.
Not be like scared. Not that he
Yeah.
was scared, but like
Not scared, just
when you're
inexperienced.
coming in, yeah.
Not sure of how to present himself to a team while also trying to be the young and naive, trying to learn the ropes. Now it's like that's gone. Where the other side of the West, Houston, LA, I, I don't know who on those teams is going to stop Wemby. Like, if Wemby really has the urge to say, nah, fuck this, I ain't losing to these guys, just give me the ball. Like, I don't know.
I think anybody.
Him.
Well,
I mean, other
Houston
than maybe
has some bodies to take care of that, and most, I don't know exactly how many, but they have a lot of guys on their roster that have a 7-foot wingspan or over, so that helps.
Yeah.
Plus athletic ability and just weight. Like, you look at Steven Adams and Alfred Şengün.
Yeah.
It's too
They are big bodies.
If you can put somebody on him, maybe he doesn't, not as tall, but like athletic and like big.
Yeah,
like, he's not gonna be able to just
get by him in the power mode. I mean, it'll be interesting to see because Wemby has shown an extension to his game to step out. Maybe not 3-point extension, but like he can step out, draw you to the line, draw you out of your position, and then make a play. So that's truly what is supposed to make you special as a player of that size and that ability. Like, we watched Kelly Ware last night, and I even said to you, the fact that he can bring it up the court like this, handle the ball.
That's what you need to do.
It's kind of a freak. Like, I know Giannis and them, like, I know the 6'10", 6'11" guys do it, but like, you're talking about Wemby 7'6", Kelly Ware 7'2", whatever. I mean, those guys being able to handle the ball. You had never seen Shaq coming up in the court with handles like they do. You know what I'm saying? So it's very impressive, just in generally speaking, that these guys are able to do this. So we'll have to see on the basketball side. We would not get too in depth in that, but just to see how we do.
Yeah. The other thing is LeBron made that big ad, but still,
their mind.
Everyone took off work.
Dude, I
got stuff to throw on the grill.
He made people subscribe to his IG channel just to see that ad or whatever. Like,
oh my gosh.
Genius marketing side of it all, but like,
it was a Hennessy ad.
Yeah, I know.
That's what it ended up being. Somebody said it was going to be Amazon Prime Day.
That would have been a good one. I would have rather seen that one. Yeah, that would have been a good one.
But the time is winding down for him. But at this rate, if he's not going to make the announcement this year, which we all know he's going to want that farewell tour, he deserves his farewell tour. I don't think that he would announce his retirement mid-season.
No.
So it's looking like two more years. Maybe he plays with Bryce.
Bryce comes in next year. Yeah, he gets drafted. Bryce will get drafted. Bryce will get actually drafted, like first round. Like, he's good enough where he can have the actual ability to get drafted. Like, he's got the skills. Obviously, he's got to do well in college this year, but with regards to his talent and ability, he definitely has that basketball IQ. You've seen it at where was he, Sierra Canyon or whatever? Yeah. So, he did look good at those prep school games and stuff like that. You take those with a grain of salt. But anyways, he has a good year at Arizona, and then it's all, what team's got what pick, and then kind of take it from there. Because I think at that point, the Lakers, what do? They do it one more time, or do they just say,
I don't know if they do it one more time, to be honest, because I don't think that they're too thrilled, because I heard that they didn't even want to extend LeBron's contract.
At this point,
I think it's because he wanted too much money.
Well, that, and it's also to the extent where it's like, where are you trying to go with Luka is the next question, because Luka's way younger, so your future is already, like, LeBron is done. Like, the future is done with him. So, however long you want to say he's got left, 2, 3, even if you say 4 years, like, that's what I'm saying. Even if you say that, like, that's not long in the NBA. First of all, that's just a waste of time for the Lakers to plan on him being there that long. So even if you say, let's say 1 this year, 2 next year, what do you do after that? This year is already here. This year, let's just say this year is done already. He's playing, he's going to play. Okay, great. What do you do next year when he announces his retirement? what's your roster look like?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know.
You have no.
I mean, wait and watch. No cap, no nothing. And you either
it's a lot to handle.
Try to win a championship in his last season. I'm sure that there are other teams out there that would want him, but I'm sure.
If you're the Lakers, you just let it ride. At this point, you take the ticket sales, the bumps. You just use it as the last resort.
I agree.
So you just run with it, let it ride as it goes. So
Sure.
no big deal there.
Some football.
Yep.
Kind of rounding things out here around the sports world.
Yep.
Little world tour.
I was gonna say everything's popping now.
Texas lost to Florida, and Penn State lost to UCLA.
They got their ass whooped by
way
UCLA.
Worse. And now they're both unranked.
Yep.
And
first time I think ever that the first and second preseason 1s and 2s are out of the top 25.
Well,
that is crazy.
Arch is definitely out of the Heisman conversation.
Yeah, no Heisman for Arch. That's a guaranteed. Drew Aller's a bust.
Not looking like either of those teams will make the playoffs.
No, they're not making the playoffs. Neither one of them deserve a playoff shot. You lost to UCLA. Oregon, I can give you. Oregon, double overtime, got it. That can happen for sure.
Was wearing the white jerseys, by the way, for a whiteout game. I just found that weird. But
yeah, they said it's supposed to be for the color contrast.
Throws them off.
Yeah,
something.
Whatever.
Okay,
doesn't really matter. Either way, you still lost. So
yeah,
didn't help. So maybe next time let's go with white.
It's sad to see that, but that's how college football works.
I don't consider it sad. I mean, I think that's for them. That's the whole reason.
It's the beauty of it.
Yeah, it's the whole reason we love college football, because those 18 to 22-year-olds that want to show up and play ball that day can whoop the ass of the other 18 and 22-year-olds that don't show up that day, that are better than them. So it's like, in the pros, you get paid to be ready. In college, you're getting paid, but you're still a kid. So your heartache hurts a little more from a big loss. Your emotions run a little bit higher at a big loss. So
you're playing to go to the NFL. Well,
yeah, most of them try. Well, you try when you go to big school like that. You want to at least. But where do their mindsets after a big loss? I mean, you would hope.
You gotta take a day or two.
Yeah, I mean, that it's like you travel across the country, and we can make all the excuses in the world, but it's still, at the end of the day, it's windy out tonight. Holy hell! But at the end of the day, you're supposedly so much better. What's your excuse? Like, there shouldn't be an excuse.
No, there is no excuse, especially when we even talked about kind of why you fire a coach mid-season last episode, and UCLA, new interim coach and
new OC.
Doesn't even know how to work
the headset. Like, guy was talking to the wrong person. Nico's out there just freeballing it sometimes, and they freaking win.
And they won. So that's the reason why you change coaches.
But I mean, so do you
spice? That's not an excuse for Penn State. They were obviously the better team,
of course.
They should have been
fire
prepared.
Franklin over something like this?
Nah, one more loss. Two more.
Ohio State?
Nah, two more. Yeah, because I know they have Ohio State, so two more.
Michigan? Do they play Michigan?
I don't know.
Because they could get real bad real quick on that Big Ten. That Big Ten, that Big Ten schedule can be pretty daunting nowadays. Oh, in Indiana?
Northwestern, Iowa, Ohio State.
At Iowa, they need to be very afraid. At Iowa, they need to be very afraid. At Ohio State, yeah.
I think since they made the playoffs last year,
Indiana,
James Franklin has been there and been the guy.
If they lose 3 in a row, that's a wrap. They're gonna fire him.
They don't play Michigan, but they play Michigan State.
No, whatever. They might lose to Rutgers. At Rutgers?
Yeah. Trap game?
Trap game. Iowa's a trap game too. Is that nighttime? That's a trap game right there. I'm calling it right now.
You're gonna be waving goodbye from the hospital.
Literally. See you, Coach Franklin. Later.
Yeah.
Later. Iowa, Ohio State, Indiana, and to finish it off, at Rutgers, who's not great, but always a season spoiler.
Yeah, they're not slouches.
Greg Schiano will have that ready to rock and roll at Penn State. He's going to just go watch UCLA's game and see what he did to them.
And then Florida State lost to UM, which
That was not surprising.
right.
I don't know why everyone was hyping that up as if it was supposed to be some close game. Like,
Well, like I said,
FSU was good,
if they
but
couldn't
like,
hold Virginia to scoring,
right. Well, Virginia looks way better than what I thought. I went back and watched that game, and then I watched this past weekend. Virginia actually does look very, very good. Like, I do like them. I mean, I think they put them in the top 25 now.
Virginia,
I think so.
they are 19
Yeah, that's what I thought.
at 5-1.
That's what I'm saying. So, and they do look I would say they look 5-1. Like after the last couple games,
Florida State's 25th now.
But see, I don't fault Florida State for like they put up a good game, which is expected from a rivalry.
They lost seven spots in the poll.
Right.
That loss.
But
you're saying,
but they should have been out. They should be so grateful that Virginia is where they are and how good Miami is. So that's what I'm saying. Like the fact that Virginia's in the top 25 and Miami's as high as they are is the only reason with 2 losses Florida State is still in the top 25.
think Miami deserves number 1?
No, not at this point. No, it's still Ohio State, still number 1. Who has Ohio State even flinched at so far? I mean, not to say that they've played a lot. I mean, they beat the brakes off Washington, who was supposed to be like a decent, game. But again, at this point, until Michigan comes around, or I don't truly see anybody in the next like 4 games for Ohio State that is daunting to me.
Yeah, they've put it to everyone they've played.
That's what I'm saying. So like, and not to say that obviously. With regards to the scheduling, Miami's had the harder schedule.
Texas was that first game of the season.
And
that's the first game of the season.
Exactly. But again, and look at the Ohio State, or look at the Notre Dame Miami game. Look at that game, first game of the season. So it's like, I think at this point, the harder scheduling is definitely Miami. I think the most.
You think?
Yeah, for sure. Their schedule is way harder. They played Ohio and Minnesota and
yeah, but
Washington.
they have all right, yeah.
Like now, Ohio State's aware of UCLA. UCLA should have saved it for Ohio State. Whatever packages and everything that they ran versus Ohio State, should have saved everything for that. Screw Penn
State. Cook some more.
Yeah, I guess let the boy keep cooking. So
as long as he knows how to use the headset.
Yeah. So I mean, again, I think Ohio State stays number 1. I think Miami, as long as they stay winning, win the ACC. Obviously, Big Ten for Ohio State. I think either one of them doesn't get the top seeds at this point, even if 1-2 losses come around. If you look at resume, we talk about bad wins or good wins, whatever, good losses, whatever, however the committee wants to put it. At the end of the day, you got plenty to build off of for both of those resumes. You can literally say, depending on how the season finishes for FSU, for USF, Notre Dame, those 3 games right there, you could end up, putting Miami still in the top 10, even with a couple losses, not winning the ACC, I should say.
Agreed.
So it is a little bit of a sticky situation for Miami because they play Louisville, who's okay. I think Stanford, who's okay. Like, I don't know. Like, at the end of their season is really not that bad. Whereas, like, Ohio State, that's where they play some of the bigger games, obviously Michigan, Penn State, stuff like that. So, we'll see. I mean, college football, we play the game every weekend because you never know what's going to happen. So we show up, and whoever shows up usually is the winner, as we saw from Penn State versus UCLA. So we'll see. College football is here for a reason, baby.
I want to switch to NFL football a little bit. There's not really too much. Today's Tuesday. The Chiefs game was yesterday, Monday.
Yep.
Should really say the Jags game.
Yeah. Who knows what the Chiefs are going to be looking like here?
The Chiefs are looking at 2-3 right now. I can tell you that. They don't have a particularly comfortable schedule.
I don't know what they're going to do.
And the Jags look decent. Good.
No,
even after we said the whole Trevor Lawrence waving his coach off.
Yeah, I mean, you got it.
He just looks to have some spirit and some
I think he's
fire
confident in his team. That's what I think it is. I think Trevor is finally confident in what he has around him for the first time in his entire career. Like, I think he looks at his huddle and goes, "Hey, I probably won't get hit on this play. Like I think at this play call, I should be good to hit such and such running their route. Brian Thomas, stud. Travis Hunter looking good at wide receiver. You know, it just looks
best game of his career.
it just looks a lot more confidence for Trevor at this point. And you know, again, I think having a new coach, even though there's been the brushing off, so more to the extent that you're going to have butting heads always with your coach at the end of the day. But it's like you're very new to each other, so you're probably still trying to learn each other's body language, your not to say your ability to comprehend, but like your passion for the game, like what I see versus what you see might not be the same. We literally just started working together the last 6 months, so it could be a little bit different like that, which is, I would say, any offensive coordinator to new quarterback or head coach, all the above. So,
and then the Chiefs' defense, like the offense is fine for the most part.
Yeah, it's all right.
The defense is just having some serious struggles. The line, someone has to step up for them and really.
I just feel like they're not that athletic on defense. Like, I think every position they have is like good players. Like, they don't have like a freak of nature coming off the edge, like a Myles Garrett. Like Chris Jones is good, and he's a freak of nature. But like at that position, I don't know. I don't look at a D tackle as like a true game changer, game wrecker. Maybe you do draw more double teams for sure, but then you got to have the other players to kind of fill the doubles that you're taking. Somebody's got to be coming one on one. I don't know. It was one of those things where when I look at the Chiefs, not that they ever had a spectacular defense, like something like out of the ordinary type defense, but like they were able to always kind of cover their weaknesses. And I just don't see. I think I see too much weaknesses on their defense.
Yeah, it's too much.
Like not to say that they don't scheme accordingly, but like Trevor was ready for that defense last night. Like he was ready to cook last night. So
and so he did.
And that's, I think preparation definitely helps on that as well. But again, one of those things where after watching a few games of the Chiefs, like I don't know if the same fear is in some of the teams that they played 2-3 years ago. You know, I don't think the same. Fuck, Patrick Mahomes is coming to town. What are we gonna do? Like I feel like there's a lot more. Hey, we could take these guys type mentality.
Yes.
So
so no more undefeated teams.
Nope.
The Eagles lost
Dolphins,
to the Broncos.
Let it ride, boys. Let it ride, boys.
It's crazy.
I don't even care. I'm not a Dolphins fan, but
the Eagles lost to the Broncos at home. The Bills lost to the Patriots at home.
Yep.
Not by much, but they lost.
Losses are losses.
And where do they go from here? Do you think they'll be fine?
Bounce back. Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be panic up in Buffalo.
It's more about the teams that beat them, really, than it is.
Yeah. No, Broncos are on their high horse, literally speaking, and I mean the Broncos are on their high horse. I mean they look good.
We said coming into the year.
You should be like I'm saying like the Chiefs need to be very careful of their division with them because they might have to be in the wild card fighting for a while. No, not the Raiders, definitely not the Raiders, but they might have to be fighting for a wild card spot here towards the end, depending on how their season turns out.
And how do we feel about the Patriots? They're Drake May has showed some true flashes
for sure. You said greatness. Yeah, no, he definitely again
in that game
he's a second-year quarterback with a first-year head coach. Well, first year being with the Patriots, but first-year head coach with him. You know, you're talking about a team that usually in that types of situation, sophomore slumps, new head coach, shit goes bad real quick. So it's like the fact that they beat a team like the Bills last night was Thursday night? That's very impressive from Drake May. Very impressive on the defense to not let Josh Allen just ruin. I mean, there were so many fumbles the first quarter. That was wild. And again, at the end of the day, what's the number one rule? Well, how do you win? Whoever makes the fewest mistakes usually wins. So you could definitely say that the balls were just kind of all over the place. We had some issues even with other games where cameras were getting hit and wires were getting hit. And It's part of the game. You got to play the game. So I don't know. I'm not too worried about the Bills. I'm honestly not worried about Eagles or the Bills. I just think those two teams have their moments and they definitely have their playmakers and abilities to win games like that. Like in the playoffs, I would not be surprised if, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, that the Broncos and the Eagles play each other in the Super Bowl. Sean Payton's built for games like that. Like Vic Fangio, like he's a good play caller on defense, but Sean Payton is a goddamn genius when it comes to the offensive side, and he's ready for a guy like that. So it would be an interesting matchup on things like that.
Yes.
And even if you want to go as far as saying the Bills versus the Patriots for a wild card matchup, that would not be unsurprising if the Patriots end up however the seeding would work depending on who sits where. But you could definitely see the Bills play them for a playoff berth or a conference playoffs for sure. Because at that point, who's going to beat the Patriots if the Broncos and the Bills have to play each other and things like that? Whoever depending on how the seeding is, but you're talking about a team that could definitely hang with them. They got the athlete, they got a defense, a young defense that still needs some.
Just gotta see how things unfold.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the AFC side of stuff. I think the NFC is a little still top heavy. Like I don't look at the NFC North as juggernauting as I thought they would be.
The AFC was top heavy.
Yeah,
very recently.
Yeah, they were
not this season, but very
spread out
recently, and now we see the flip. But it's great. It's healthy. We got sides moving. It wasn't moving the whole time.
Yep.
Things are really healthy right now. Between hockey and basketball starting, football is in full swing with your college and your pro.
Yep.
Baseball is winding down.
Yep.
It's October.
Yep. It'll be interesting next 3 weeks or so to see how some of these teams turn out. Trade deadlines coming up not too far away. And it could end up being a very interesting season for a lot of teams that maybe a few months ago we weren't saying the same thing, or depending on the trades that have happened, and even the Joe Flacco trade. They play Green Bay next week. Next week, and he just beat them with the Browns. Joe's gonna get to do it all over again.
That's crazy.
With Jamar Chase now too. Oh man.
If he can stay on his feet though.
Yeah,
not get sacked.
Yeah, I mean that's the offensive
same
line.
Thing.
Yeah. It's again one of those things where hopefully Joe stays safe. He is a lot older than Joe Burrow and he couldn't stay safe. So it'll be a good turn to see what happens now. We could talk next week about the Shador not getting traded versus Joe Flacco actually getting traded, and kind of see what everyone's opinion on that is. Like, if you want a quarterback that can win now, or a quarterback that could be a replacement for, not to say replace Joe, but if Joe goes down, Joe Burrow goes down, and you don't want Browning to be your backup quarterback.
If Dylan Gabriel goes down, you still want someone.
Yeah, but you already had Joe, so why trade Joe?
I honestly don't know why.
That's what I did either. I don't get it either. That's where I'm at right now. I don't get it either. I truly don't understand what they're doing. Huh?
Division rivals helping each other.
I guess. I mean, I guess you are right. They are helping each other. Joe Flacco in a 6th round. Okay, thanks.
We'll see what happens. We'll circle back to this next week.
Oh, that'll be a good one. All right, quick episode tonight. Thank you for joining us on another episode of No Client Agent Privilege, aka No Cap Podcast. Your boy Will, your boy Evan. We'll see you next time.
Peace.